but I'm going to make sure you get the time to learn. I'm going to give you the time to learn how to fight for yourself. All you have to do is believe. Just believe. Believe in yourself and believe in me that what I tell you, I mean it. I don't say it because it sounds good. I don't say it to keep you here. You notice, we get people going that I really like. I mean it. I'll fight for them. I have fought for individuals that are not here. I've done things that no business owner would ever do for you. Mm-hmm. We all know that. Mm-hmm. It's not a pat me on the back. It's to say I believe in you. The only person who's going to fail in the situation is you're going to fail yourself.
All right.
And thus you will fail me. But I'll be fine. Because I won't fail you. I won't walk away from you. You will walk away from me. You've heard me say that before? Mm-hmm. I will not fire you. You will fire yourself if you're not here. I don't like that. I don't do it well. I don't deal with separation well. So when people are with me, I'm with them. I don't want to see them go away from me. But because of what life has handed to me over my years of life, I can do it, deal with it, and I can move on. Because that's what we have to do, don't we? Closer, guys. Closer. Every time something happens to us traumatically, tighten the ranks. Tighten the ranks. Remember me talking about the time when I told Cheyenne to stand beside when we went back to back? Mm-hmm. She look at this way, I look at this way. She don't have to worry about who's behind her because I'm behind her facing whatever it is. Right. I don't have to worry about who's behind me because she's got her back against my back and she's making sure nothing sneaks up on me. Mm-hmm. That means whatever it is, we're facing it. And if all of us circle each other, the 6 of us circle each other, we got all 6 degrees, all 100 degrees, all 360 degrees taken care of, don't we? As long as we all are each other's keeper and keep our eyes open. That's why in the military they kill people for falling asleep on watch. People don't know why. Man, they kill their own self, they execute them. Yeah, you know why? Because if you're on watch and you fall asleep, the enemy just come up and they kill you and they kill everybody else too. And it's silent. It's kind of funny how y'all are replacing things that used to be significant. And it just shows that much more to me how insignificant all those awards that I won at the resorts really are. Because every single time that y'all have done something or give me something, and you know, it has always meant so much more to me than when I earned it at the resorts. And there's only one reason. It's because I know there's love in what's given to me from you. You don't have to give me anything. I don't look forward to anything. I expected these awards when I was at the resorts. I expected them. You know, because you just know that comes with the territory. If you're good at something, you're going to be rewarded by a trophy, plaque, watches, rings, all that. But you guys, it really meant a lot. I like to give to you guys because I always say to you that I want to bless you the way I've been blessed. I want you to feel appreciated. So, me giving you awards, plaques, and recognition, that's just from my heart, and I really enjoy doing it. It's just like, today I wrote on the board, we have the ability to create change. We can create, we can change, and control our own destiny. I firmly believe that. Obviously, I've lived it as well because the circumstances that I was given early in life weren't the most favorable. We talk about it all the time. If it wasn't for sports, I might just as easily been a statistic in Philadelphia as many of my friends and many of the people that I grew up around. Football and basketball and track kept my mind off of the circumstances. That's why I always encourage children to play sports. They learn team concept and they actually get to fantasize a bit. Because when I played Pop Warner football, to me, that was the NFL. When I played little PAL League basketball, to me, it was the NBA. Every track and field meet that I attended was the Olympics. So I would watch people at the height of their careers on all those levels, and I would go out in the yard and I become them. you know. And you know what was really nice is that at some point I started actually saying my name instead of Tony Dorsett's name playing football. I started saying my name playing for the Lakers instead of Magic Johnson. You know, I started saying my name running track instead of Carl Lewis. You know, and it's just one of those things. That's when you know you really start to move yourself into, at least mental, into a champion. Because whatever position you have taken on was one of your heroes' position. Mm-hmm. Collision sport. So when we talk about a passion, we start to realize that when you're passionate about something, things that other people say, I can't see you doing that, they don't exist for you because you're too busy doing what it is that you're passionate about. When it's everybody else's fault and you can't be accountable for your own actions, your own mistakes, everyone else's faults that you portray, they're going to follow you to the next job, to the next place. Now it's their fault. Then it's going to be this person's fault. It's never going to be your fault. It's never going to be something that you did. And that's a shame. That's a shame. Because if you can't be accountable to your own actions, you can't change, create, or control your destiny. Someone else will control it for you. Simple as that. So I say believe in yourself. Big bold letters. How many times does something have to happen in order for history to be made? Once. How many times do you have to walk through the door of success in order to find out what success feels like? Once. Once you've done something once, you know what?
Now you know how to do it.
You know it can be done.
Right.
You know how to do it. So if someone took it from you, if you did it, and someone snatched it from you, but they didn't snatch your life, but they snatched it from you, what could you do? People can knock you down, but as long as they don't destroy your DNA, your foundation, your belief, your blueprint for what you built already, you can build it again. You may build it somewhere else, but you can build it again. This is why I tell you guys, consider the source. A lot of times, 9 times out of 10, somebody tells you you can't, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not sharp enough, you don't have the right team, you don't have this, you don't have that. 9 times out of 10 is somebody that is not where you want to be. So I always tell people, when someone says something to you derogatory, something you don't like to hear, look at the individual. Now, I said last night, and I say it all the time, a lot of people tell you don't listen to people that talk to you like that. I'm just going to say don't follow the direction, but listen to them. Because remember what I said last night, it's an unnatural act to act like you don't hear somebody talking to you. That's unnatural. What I'm asking you to do is to be natural. Listen to the words and use it for fuel. You can use every single negative word that somebody says to you and flip it and say, I accomplished this because you said I couldn't. I became great because you said I was nothing. I became rich, wealthy, because you said I was poor and that's all I was going to be. I got good friends because you said I couldn't have them. I have a great family because you said I wasn't a part of one. See? I still heard what you said, but I flipped it. The world will be healed if they just change the way they think. If you can change people's perception. Now, here's something funny about the word perception. Perception is going to happen, whether you like it or not. There's 2 ways for this to work out. Either you are going to dictate what people perceive you as, or they're going to put their perceptions onto you. You understand what I'm saying? Either you are going to show someone how great you really are, or whatever you are, or what they say about you is going to become reality. Because they're going to say, I told you that they couldn't do it. I told you already. Why'd you even start it? I told you couldn't do it. Today, I'm going to show you how much you mean to me again. But I'm not going to do it by words. I'm going to leave the building and I'm going to go places. I'm going to do things to further push for what we're going to do tomorrow. You're going to understand. Never be content with what you learn. Always strive for more. Stay proactive rather than reactive. Stay productive rather than counterproductive. Stagnation leads to negativity. Because if you're only standing still, everything's passing you, and you can't be positive about that, can you?
Right.
I mean, what student would be excited, overly excited, to be left back in the 6th grade watching their friends go to the 7th?
No.
Right? They're not excited. Hey, I get the same teacher again this year. You guys have fun going to the middle school, going to a whole new school. It's not fun. Somebody being demoted in a job world can't be a pleasurable situation. Even if it's looked at, and I gotta say this, I have to, because I teach off of reality, don't I? How can someone be excited about being stripped from tasks?
Right.
Oh good, you took this away from me. Oh my God, now I feel better. How can that be a positive?
Because you need something taken away from you.
Right.
You used to do.
Right. It leads to failure.
Right.
I'm just telling you. It leads to failure. Because that means that you're not even mediocre anymore. It means you're actually
Going back.
going backwards. If you got to the finish line, all of a sudden you stop, you get in the race, do you want to go, let me go backwards to the field and see who wins at, if I'm winning the 100-yard dash, 100-meter sprint, and I'm eating the field up, should I stop at the 20 meters and wait for everybody and see? Because if you stop and wait for everybody that's sprinting,
Exactly. That's it.
you are going from 0 to beat them
Right.
at 20 meters.
Right.
You could be way faster than the field. But if you slow down, trying to impress yourself, impress somebody in the stands, somebody's going to pass you. No matter how you feel about yourself, you still lost. Whether you're the first loser or the last loser, you still lost. Right?
Yeah.
That's what people have to realize. It's us that need to change. Money's not going to change.
Right.
Right? Poverty's not going to change. It's going to be poverty as long as the earth spins. It's going to be somebody in poverty. People are going to lose jobs. People are going to gain jobs. People are going to be born. People are going to die. Things are going to happen. This is a cycle of life. You must deal with it in order to change circumstances that you can change. Because there are some you just can't. But there are some that you can. The ones that you can, you must have the courage to do it. And you must have the wisdom to know the difference.